Another SSL season is coming to its conclusion, and as always, the title race is full of intrigue. Hello, everyone. I am Metafiction, and we have some very interesting matches, several with title implications for you today. And the first one up might be the most important one of them all, as defending champions AC Romana try to keep alive their hopes of retaining their championship against the current league leaders, SFV, who are currently unbeaten in league play. Can they keep that record up, or will Romana be the ones to spoil it? Elsewhere, we've also got Catalunya hosting Tokyo SC, other title contenders Buenos Aires hosting Hollywood, and Reykjavik United hosting Uniao Sao Paulo. Certainly going to be a very intriguing set of fixtures today. But of course, we begin in Rome. As stated before, the current champions, the season 14 champions, AC Romana, have had a bit of a downturn lately, most recently defeated by Tokyo SC in the Land of the Rising Sun. Has now the sun set on Romana's chances of repeating as champions? Time will certainly tell, as losing this match to SFV could all but put them out of the title race. Elsewhere, of course, Buenos Aires and Reykjavik hoping to make some progress of their own in their matches against lower table opponents in Hollywood and Uniao Sao Paulo. Certainly going to be interesting to see whether they can gain on SFV or whether they too will lose ground in the race for the title. We begin here in the Coliseum as AC Romana with a 4-2-4 formation, countering SFV's 4-3-3 with Schenkinger as the holding midfielder. Of course, Owen 44 up top for Schwarzwälder, the current league leader in goals, has had a characteristically brilliant season and will be looking to add on to his record here against the champions. And it is Romana who get us started, going right to left in the purple and gold. As I said earlier, SFV currently unbeaten going into today's match with a record of 7 wins and 3 draws. So it will be very interesting to see not just if they can win the title, but if they can do so while remaining unbeaten. It's a very difficult feat. Not common in the world of soccer. Will take a mighty effort to do so. They do have the first corner here, though. It is Deanne to take. Finds Hackett on the edge of the box, but dispossessed by Kimoatu. And now Romana trying to break here. Kimoatu forward to Jerry. Jerry pulls it back for the floor, but Hackett in there to cut out the pass. And SFV come forward again, although it only goes as far as dives in a lot. But 44 nicks the ball off of dives in a lot. Ball now to 44. 44 making a break. Deflects off of Smart. And that shot will be diffused as Romana now come forward. Here's Kimoatu. Inside for Nunez. Q tried to get to it, and that was a long shot from Nunez. Which went just wide. Long goal kick from Elmas the Heretic. Romana did have a bit of a mishap in that match against Tokyo from a goal kick. Fortunately, no such mishap here today. At least not yet. Here is Nunez. Up the wing. Inside to Anvier, whose shot is a little off target. I have seen Anvier scoring some excellent goals this season. Unfortunately, that one, not one of them. It's a very cagey beginning to this match. Neither team really wanting to commit too much for fear of potentially leaving an opening for either of these dangerous attacks. Deanne with the through ball, too heavy for 44, though Hakkinen does get to it, squares it for 44, and that one, it looked like it had a very good chance of going in, but was rebuffed. Deanne with the corner, out to Hakkinen. Hakkinen from the edge of the box, and it's Tamana Whittington who puts SFV in the lead. Well, let's take another look at the replay here. Deanne sends the corner out to Hakkinen, as they tend to do. Seems to take a deflection off of a Romana player, or it might have been straight into Whittington. It's kind of hard to tell from that angle. But in any case, Whittington buries that chance, and it is AC Romana 0, SFV 1. Now, a loss would put SFV, or would put Romana at 18 points compared to SFV's 27, and with 3 matches remaining and only 9 points on offer, barring a huge upset in goal difference, a loss would effectively end Romana's title bid. They cannot afford to stay behind this match for long. Schwarzwälder sending it long, out of danger, as the floor collects. Nunez now gets around the defender. Here's Q. Pinkman turns and fires right at Schwarzwälder. The first shot on target today for AC Romana, if I'm not mistaken. Pinkman sending it out long to the flank for DeFleur. For low cross in. Falls to Kimoatu. And that came off of a Romana player. Just time for the goal kick before halftime. That pass intercepted by Kimoatu. Kimoatu, last-ditch challenge by Schenkiger. And the shot parried behind by Schwarzwälder. Very nearly a last-ditch effort before the half from AC Romana going in. The floor with the corner, and it's headed over the bar. And that is how we will leave it at halftime. AC Romana, the champions, going behind to the league leaders, SFV, off of that corner kick. Tamana Whittington putting the ball in the back of the net thanks to a pass from the edge of the box from Kimi Hakkinen. And SFV currently leading 1-0 in the Italian capital. Can AC Romana pull back an equalizer to keep themselves in this title race? Or will SFV be able to mark one name, off its list of competitors? Second half has begun. SFV getting us underway there. Dan tried the through ball at 44. 44 from a tight angle was offside anyway. We saw there for a moment both teams with equal shots as Anavier to DeFleur. DeFleur turns and fires into a crowd of bodies. And now Deanne getting onto the end of the ball. Here's Bull to 44. The challenge from Smart was inch perfect there. You see there similar levels of shots, but SFV handily out XGing AC Romana. Certainly having the better quality chances. As here is Hakkinen, but touch too heavy and DeFleur gets in front. The Heretic sending it long. Pinkman getting onto it. Here's Nunez. Cross in for Jerry. And that was such a good chance for an equalizer. And it just goes wide. You certainly can't fault AC Romana for effort today, but the end product just has not been there. DeFleur through ball for Jerry, but Plink able to cut it out before it makes real danger. Sending it back to the Heretic in goal. Some quick passing. And it finds Jerry. Jerry almost level with the back line, but fires over the bar. It's another very near miss there from Jerry. And Kimi Häkkinen is forced off with an injury. That is horrible news for SFB. Certainly could not have come at a worse time. They're up 1-0, but losing a starter of the quality of Häkkinen is certainly a huge blow in a match defined by margins as thin as these. Question is, can Romana capitalize? Pinkman weaving through the defense, has a shot from range, and it goes just wide. And did neglect to mention Rob Tucker coming on in place of Häkkinen for SFV. Here is Tucker. Tucker shooting from very close range, and I don't know how that didn't go in, but Heather Bull is ruled offside. Time winding down for Romana. This could be their season in the balance. The challenge from Nunez means the ball rolls onto 44, but now Romana back line getting possession of it. Muller forward for DeFleur with a long pass. Cross, and it's right at Saran. SFV content to try to burn time off of this clock to hold on to this hard-fought victory. A hard-fought victory it would be, rather, assuming Romana don't equalize. Although here is Inavier squaring it. And Pinkman shooting it right at Saran, it looked like. Goodness me, that might have been the best chance Romana have had all day. DeFleur now. Crosses. Muller can't get onto it. Ball sent long. It's Inavier. Inavier forward to Pinkman. Pinkman shoots at Saran with a save again. And AC Romana has been peppering the SFE goal with chances, but nothing has gone in. And as time winds down, that may be that for AC Romana's title defense. Well, AC Romana came in expecting to face Black Forest, but instead they've wandered into Teutoburger Forest. And as a result, AC Romana will not repeat as champions, barring a massive goal difference swing in the final matches. It was Tamana Whittington with the decisive goal for SFV. And that could well have been the most important goal of Whittington's career right there. So AC Romana defeated by SFV 1-0, barring 3 victories for Romana, 3 losses for SFV, and a titanic goal difference being overturned. AC Romana very well might be out of this title race. Well, we'll leave the implications for that for another time. In the meantime, we move on to our second match of the day, which sees us travel to Barcelona. CF Catalunya hosting Tokyo SC. As stated before, it was Tokyo SC that defeated AC Romana on Matchday 10 by a score of 2-0 that set up that very intriguing match we just saw. Tokyo hoping to put together a run of results to try and make a run at top half of the table. To do so, they'll have to face Catalunya, who come out in a 4-2-3-1 compared to Tokyo's 4-2-4. And with AC Romana losing, a win would put Tokyo within 2 points of fourth place. Catalunya get us started right to left in the red and yellow. And it's back to Rise, although Tenderloin getting onto the end of a wayward touch. Hood. Now Soderberg. Some patient passing in the build-up from Tokyo here. All the way back to Rube. Kennedy finds Visser. And a good challenge from Stain as Delos sends it forward now. Finds Maple over the top. Maple fires. And it forces a save out of Rube. And it will be a Catalunya corner. Hugh Mann will take. And it's rebuffed. And Rise getting onto it to dispel the danger. But Catalunya with the first real chance of this match. Tokyo coming forward again, though. That pass cut out by Delo. Now here is Staines. Has a shot, and it's over the bar. Soderberg. Through to Torres. Torres, from a tight angle, puts the ball in the net. And VAR having a look. If this is onside, it will be the opening goal. And it will stand. See again, the build-up to that goal. Who'd found Soderberg, who launched the through ball for Torres. Torres tucked it opposite post, past Manuel Neuer there. Torres timing the run perfectly to get onto the end of that pass from Helena Soderberg. And it is Catalunya 0, Tokyo SC 1. Visser finds Torres. Torres crossing in, and Neuer holding on to that one. Greer sending the ball in for Ibrahimovic, and Ibrahimovic's header loops well over the crossbar. Man with another corner for Catalunya. And Rube able to claim that one. Long ball over the top. Finds Rise. Rise has a shot. It was a very ambitious one, but ultimately comes to nothing. Torres again. Here's Visser. Visser crosses and finds Sky Rise. And that is 2-0 for Tokyo. Well, Torres held up the ball for Visser. And Visser with a well-timed cross. Looked like it might have been heading for Ibrahimovic at first, but Ibrahimovic lets it run for the Canadian. And Sky Rise makes it 2 for Tokyo. Well, proceedings have slowed down somewhat as we near halftime. Tokyo, with the bulk of the chances, well, the bulk of the quality chances, excuse me, despite having equal shots for both sides. And we do go into the half with a score of Catalunya 0, Tokyo SC 2, on the strength of goals from Franco Torres and Sky Rise. Tokyo sensing a chance to move themselves into position to move up the table with AC Romana's defeat earlier. They now need to see out this victory in order to have a chance at it. Catalunya, meanwhile, looking to pull back level in their home park. Here is Greer. Forward for Rise, whose touch isn't quite there. Delo to Day Alley. Now here is Staines coming forward quickly for Catalunya. Maple shoots well wide and over. Was a very quickly developed move there for the Spanish side, but ultimately it came to nothing. But is that a sign of the plan going forward for Catalunya in this second half? A more quick, precise movement. Now Tokyo have won the ball back. In the meantime, Visser sends it up the line for Torres, finds Ibrahimovic in behind, and it's pushed back by Neuer. Strong wrists from Neuer there to repel that shot from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And Soderberg appears to be down here for Tokyo as Catalunya play on. Ryan passes forward for Day Alley, squares to Maple. Maple! And Rube saves it behind. And Soderberg is going to have to come off here. Hopefully it's not too serious, and the super sub will take Soderberg's place here as we prepare for this corner from Catalunya. Sent in by Mann, and Rise heading it clear only as far as Staines, who sends it back into the box, and that was very close to going in. Here's Kennedy to the super sub. A pass to Torres is cut out, though. But another pass intercepted by Greer. Tried to send over for Ibrahimovic, but it's headed out to Torres instead. And Kamenova all over that one. Although Ibrahimovic pounced on the pass and sent it, and it was sent behind for a corner kick, which Greer will now take for Tokyo. Headed up and away by Kamenova. Torres still on it, coming back forward. And Mann covering that one. Sky Rise threw a ball to Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic shot against a Catalunya defender and offside regardless. Well, 20 minutes to play here. Tokyo looking to hold on to this victory as Liam Ryan forced off for Catalunya with an injury. The second injury of this match, one happening to each team. The third injury in today's broadcast as well. if we count the one that happened to hit Kimi Häkkinen in the first match of the day. You're sending it in, and Adamu forces the save out of Neuer. Here's Visser. Visser shoots, and another save out of Neuer forces another corner kick. This one headed clear by Budget Busquets. We're getting onto it. Super sub out to Visser. Visser tried to dribble past Staines but couldn't. And that move will fizzle out. Potential dangerous free kick from the super sub, but it's right into the wall. Busquets has another go, but Rube holds on to it. Time running out for Catalunya as super sub sends forward to Maple. Tenderloin dribbling forward, and Rube holding on to the shot. Here come Catalunya again. Here's Delo. Up the far flank. Crosses in, and it's headed. It looked like a good header, but Rube able to get to it. Delo now to Day Alley, and Rube gets there first. Neuer also sending it long. Super sub passes forward to Rise. Tried some quick passing there, but Ibrahimovic was beaten to it, and now here is Delo for Catalunya. Although Kennedy with the tackle. Oh, that was almost disastrous for Tokyo, as Dayali had an open sight on goal, but Rube able to get a hand to it. That back pass, very nearly costly. Stains in the super sub, and Kennedy sends it behind. Well, 5 minutes to play. Catalunya with some late pressure to get one back here. Corner in from Mann, and the header goes over the bar. Catalunya have really come alive in these last few minutes. It might not be enough to secure a point, but they've certainly been making Tokyo work to see this out. As here is Ibrahimovic getting close, but Neuer saves it. And it was Kaido who had another shot, but that was blocked. And the super sub sending it clear. Adamu. Here's Rise, and the Rise shot was not quite of the required velocity. Greer sending it up the line. Here's Kaido. Kaido to the end line, crosses. Torres gets ahead to it, but Neuer easily holding on to it. Well, Tokyo SC taking their chances and coming out with a 2-0 win here in Barcelona. Goals from Franco Torres and Skyrise in the first half did the damage. And Catalunya walk out of Camp de la Industria losers on this occasion. Five yellow cards there for Catalunya. And the injury to Liam Ryan, none of which helped their case here. Tokyo with 2 yellows and an injury of their own. Helena Soderberg forced off early in the second half. But it is Dobby Rube who is named player of the match. And so it is that Tokyo walk out with a 2-0 victory over CF Catalunya. They are now within 2 points of AC Romana for 4th place in the SSL table. Certainly a top half finish. Certainly not what they set out for at the beginning of the season, but the way it's gone could be seen as a success in its own way. Time now for our third match of the day. It is CA Buenos Aires playing host to Hollywood FC. Buenos Aires within just a few points of SFV, though certainly not quite able to match the unblemished record of the latter. And it is Hollywood who, on 10 points, would be in last place were it not for the struggles of a certain other club this season. Buenos Aires with that offset 4-2-3-1. Tali playing off of the left of the striker there. And it's a 4-1-4-1 for Hollywood FC. We have a very interesting clash of tactics here. Bradford gets us started. It is Buenos Aires in the orange and black going left to right. Brooks with the free kick. Finds Cameron Bailey. Here's Brooks. And Brooks from close range opens the scoring in less than 2 minutes. Well, this young and hungry Hollywood team have gotten out to a very fast start here. It's Cameron Bailey who finds Brooks there. And Brooks with a great finish past Cabri. And just like that, it is 1-0. Brooks Patron with a corner. It's headed clear, though Panda getting to it. Knight dribbling forward, sends in the cross. Here's Vandersloot. Got away from the defender, but the shot was well over the bar. The hosts have found themselves in a very early hole here. Still plenty of match to be played, but that early goal could prove very important. Knight to Vandersloot. Back to Tali, and Tali forces a save out of Hall. It will be another corner for Buenos Aires. Brooks Patron sending it in. Joao Cabral heading it clear for Hollywood, although Panda was still on it, but Cabral again with the challenge. Sends the ball out of bounds and breaks up the move. Tali with a free kick over the top. Tried to find Bradford there, but was repelled. Lynn sends it back. Guevara. Back to Cabri. Harrison now up the far wing. Inside to Panda. Now Tali. It's past the back line. Squares it. Was looking for Bradford. And Bradford goes down in the box. VAR having a look at a possible penalty here. And the penalty has been given. Bradford's still down here, as Cormier is given a yellow card for that challenge. Vandersloot takes the penalty and gets it just past Dexter Hall. And on 17 minutes, it is 1-1. Hall guessed correctly, but couldn't get the hand in the right place, and Edward Vandersloot has equalized for the hosts. and sending it forward to Brooks Patron. Now on the near wing for Knight. Some very quick passing. Munoz to Vandersloot. Vandersloot fires, and Vandersloot has a second. And in mere minutes, it has gone from 1-0 to Hollywood to 2-1 to Buenos Aires. Vandersloot getting in just enough space, finding an opening for that shot. And that only took 5 minutes. Now Buenos Aires looking for another one. Here's Harrison. Has the shot from range, but Hall equal to it this time. This is what makes the SSL so exciting. These sorts of matches can turn on a dime. The best players in the league always know how to turn it on when the pressure is ramped up. And today is no different. Panda intercepting that pass and sending it back. Well, that one cut out by Dieter. Now Buenos Aires resetting. Harrison up the line to Panda, who sends it to Tolly. Tolly through ball to Brooks Patron. Brooks Patron off the frame of the goal, and I think Hall got a hand to it as well. Brooks Patron to send in the corner. And to the edge of the box and back. Brooks sending it clear, though. Knight getting onto it, though. Dribbling forward. And that cross blocked by the Hollywood defender. Another corner comes in. Finds its way to Panda. And Panda with a great shot, but an even better diving save from Dexter Hall. Sent long, but Buenos Aires coming forward again. Vandersloot finds Bradford. Bradford shoots, and it is 3-1. VAR will review this. Was Bradford onside? No, he was not. The goal will not stand. It looked like a brilliant through ball from Edwin Vandersloot, but Jake Bradford going just a fraction too early. And the game is not over yet. But after that opening goal from Hollywood, Buenos Aires have completely taken control of this game. And we go into halftime with the score Buenos Aires 2, Hollywood 1. Jalen Brooks got us off to a very fast start in roughly 90 seconds with the goal. And ever since that moment, it has been a relentless assault from CA Buenos Aires. Vandersloot winning the penalty to equalize and then scoring a second. Certainly a lot of time left. 45 minutes of it, to be exact. Can Hollywood find another spark to get this game back to level terms? For the moment, it's Buenos Aires continuing their dominance as Harrison crosses in for Tolly. Brooks Patron and Hall getting down to save it. Brooks Patron crosses in to Vandersloot. And that's another corner. Out to Tolly. Tolly from range. And that was blocked again. So it'll be another corner. Tolly again from range. And on this occasion, it will be, I believe that was actually a free kick. Brooks with the free kick, into the wall. And now Hollywood have a corner kick here. Cameron Bailey the third, sending it in, but it's headed clear. Muffin and Cormier playing a 1-2 up that far flank. Here is Bailey. Dribbling past the defense. Crosses in. And from point-blank range, Gerd Klose has equalized for Hollywood. Well, you really can't get much closer than that. Bailey with a daring run through the defense. Gerd Klose getting into the best possible position. And from that position, it really is academic. And the scores are level once again with just under 30 minutes to play. Here's Klose finding Muffin out on the wing into the box, and it was almost in the goal, but it does go just wide. Now Bailey to send in the corner kick. Once again, it is headed clear. I believe it was Martel's shot that provoked that corner, but ultimately it came to nothing. Cross in, and Jake Bradford. Well, VAR having a look at this one, but if it stands, and it does. Well, second time's the charm. Jake Bradford does finally score the third for Buenos Aires. And it puts them back into the lead late in the game. Well, VAR saying Bradford was onside. It was a very close run thing there, as you saw from the replay. This Tully's shot goes just wide. Rex Patron finds Tully on the edge of the box, and it is held by Dexter Hall. Can Hollywood find another moment of magic? Well, in the meantime, it is Buenos Aires who come forward. The 1-2, and Tally might have just sealed this. Once again being reviewed. And for the second time today, Buenos Aires will have a goal chalked off. Well, Bradford's pass forward to Panda was the offending incident. And if Panda was offside, then certainly so was Tali. Panda coming forward from very close range, Hall with the save. We're trying to break, but Harrison there to break it up. Now Panda, Rux Patron. Panda again. And Lovrich with a diving challenge to force the corner. It was a very daring challenge, as I believe Lovrich has already been booked in this match. Getting that wrong would have conceded a penalty and seen Lovrich receive a red card. Here's Brooks Patron out to Knight, but Knight's touch too heavy and Muffin getting to it. Bailey now. Counterattack here for Hollywood. Closer though, dispossessed. And now it's another counterattack, this time from Buenos Aires. Jake Bradford. And Hall with another save. Brooks Patron to Tali on the edge of the box. Here's Panda. Back to Tali and Muffin. Winning the challenge. Kurt Lightning. Tripped up by Tali, but the referee says play on. Here is Tali. Forward to Panda. Panda shoots. And Panda looked offside. VAR once again having a look. And that's a third goal disallowed for Buenos Aires today. Well, there really can be no question about that one. Panda very far offside on that occasion. Hollywood still looking for a potential equalizer, but running out of time to find it. And it doesn't help that Buenos Aires keep coming forward. Panda to Brooks Patron. Vandersloot to Bradford. Bradford shoots, and Bradford scores. And another VAR check. And another goal disallowed. Well, it really does beggar belief. Again, a fairly clear decision. But this could have been so much greater scoreline were it not for the offsides. Buenos Aires today have had more goals called back for offside than have actually stood. Is that header held by Cabri? Bradford sends it back. Here's Vandersloot. Martel with the challenge, but Vandersloot hanging on to it. Knight. Muffin and Martel combining to get the ball away. And Hollywood FC have run out of time. Buenos Aires continuing to press their title claim have survived Hollywood FC. Well, after a certain point, it seemed like it was just about a coin flip as to whether a shot would be onside or not. But Buenos Aires, thanks to the efforts of player of the match Edwin Vandersloot, have managed to come away with a win that was somewhat more dominant than the scoreline will suggest. Not to downplay the efforts of Hollywood and especially Cameron Bailey the third, with 2 assists. But it is Buenos Aires who take the 3 points today. We now have one more match on the day, and that will be Reykjavik United, who are out to press their own claim to the title against Uniao Sao Paulo, who are just searching for their first point of the season. Sao Paulo have been somewhat unlucky, but also in some ways outclassed in certain matches. It's one of the most surprising aspects of this season so far. And when you compare Uniao's lack of luck to the dominant performance by SFV, it really is quite the juxtaposition. Sao Paulo looking to at least find some point, but their task is not an easy one by any means. Meanwhile, Reykjavik United, as you can see, 7 points off of the league leaders, but a win today would move them to within 4. Certainly not the favorites for the title at this stage, but a win would at least keep them in the conversation. We've already seen Romana drop out of the title picture today. Will Reykjavik be able to remain in it, or will they join the Romans? Here is Furious Chicken up the near wing. Crosses in. And it is held by Steven Urkel in goal. Ramirez intercepting that pass. Goddamn out to Andrews. Arasov now. Through ball to John-Claude, goddamn, but doesn't quite find his place. But Tata Jure with an absolute screamer. My goodness, what a shot. Let's see that again. Arasov found JCGD, or almost did. The header was just down to Jure. And right on the stroke of a minute, Tata Jure puts Reykjavik up 1-0. Paulo looking to respond as Habjanic dispossessed there. Rashford through to Goddamn. Goddamn weaves into the box. And Arasov caps off the move. After several Reykjavik players were rebuffed, Arasov is the one that breaks through. Goddamn, getting past the defense. Lopta's shot was rebuffed, but Arasov's was not. And Reykjavik have scored 2 goals in the span of the first 3 minutes. And if this pace is any indication, this one could get ugly. There's Scarpetta intercepting the pass. Rashford from range, and forces a save out of Urkel for a corner kick. Chicken to send in the corner. Off the head of Scarpetta, and it's over the bar. Lopta to Rashford. Jure finds Goddamn shot blocked. Andrews with the corner for Reykjavik. And it's headed over the bar. Reykjavik have wasted no time in putting their stamp on this match. Sao Paulo find themselves with a real uphill climb, and that will not help as that pass cut out by Lopta. Lopta from distance, but Urkel able to dive in front of it. Sao Paulo doing themselves no favors with mistakes like those. Habjanic, though, over the top for Tortellini. Tortellini forced outside. Tried to pass back to Jay Brisky, but Jure there to intercept. Lopta to Ramirez. Now Ladiver. Up the wing for Arasov. Arasov crosses. Lopta heads it into the air softly, gently for Urkel. Another attack from Reykjavik as Arasov up the far wing. Andrews to Rashford. Leaves it for Chicken. Chicken shoots, and Urkel saves again. Chicken's corner finds Scarpetta. Out to Lopta. Back to Chicken. Now here's Arasov. Turning, dribbling forward, and eventually sends it back to Jure. Tortellini getting onto the loose ball. Sao Paulo trying to burst forward. Had the 1-2 with Gestinison, but the pass intercepted. been a very eventful first 15 minutes as Arisov forced to the end line. Here's Andrews. Ball scrambling. Chicken. Lopta. Lopta fires over the bar. Well, 6 shots on target already for Reykjavik. Rashford to Andrews. Andrews. And it's pushed wide by Urkel. Andrews sends in the corner. Arisov leaves it a little too heavy for Mayhem. Habjanic sends it forward. Tortellini trying to launch something, but Chicken stops it before it can start. Rashford playing it forward. Here is Arisov. Arisov dribbling past the defense and sends it well wide. And here's Lopta with the through ball, and Andrews missing this time. Urkel sends it long for Sao Paulo. And once again, it falls into possession of Reykjavik. Here's Andrews. Tried to square it. Arisov gets to it, and Felix Arisov makes it 3 for Reykjavik. Well, it's a well-worked move. It was really Arisov being in the right place at the right time. But a great finish from Felix Arisov. And Sao Paulo's hill keeps getting steeper. Good call. And Selic had to go from way far out. Would have been the goal of the season, hands down, had it gone in, but does force a corner at the very least. Selic. And it's headed clear. Well, Mayhem does get to it, crossing back in. Lexington. And headed clear by Scarpetta. Now Tortellini cutting out the pass. And that was a brief moment of superiority from Sao Paulo as they tried to find a shot on goal and got one. It ultimately came to nothing. Sao Paulo starting to grow into this match, though. The long ball from Tortellini was looking for Selic, but Selic drops back to avoid being called offside. And Reykjavik regaining possession here. Arisov now. Ramirez from distance, and it's another save from Urkel. Corner in. The diver. And it's headed clear by Levere. Ramirez. Goddamn bout to Chicken. Lopta dispossessed. Risky. Trying to send it forward, but Rashford now with it. Dribbling through. And Zizo Lopta buries it. Sao Paulo trying to get out of their own third. But Ramirez intercepting the long ball. Rashford dribbling it forward and squaring it to Lopta, who tucks it past Urkel at the near post. It is now Reykjavik 4, Sao Paulo 0. And we've only had about half an hour. Chicken with the cross. And that one headed off the post. I believe that might have been Andrews. Now here is a corner for Sao Paulo. They have had one earlier, but it came to nothing. Selic sends it in. Sent clear only as far as Lund, excuse me. Brickwall Jr. holds on to it. Lopta dispossessed by Justinison. Risky sending it forward to Tortellini. Tortellini dispossessed. And now here is Jean-Claude Goddam. Arasov trying to weave past the defender. Ramirez to Yore. Yore's shot blocked. And now a potential break for Sao Paulo. Here is Justinison waiting for support. Tortellini forced backward. Finds Lund, but Arasov gets ahead to it. And now a break for Reykjavik. Here is Goddam. Sends it back to Andrews. Tried to cross the chicken, but Sao Paulo now getting a chance. Here is Gankal. End-to-end stuff this. You'll love to see it. And now there is a foul for Sao Paulo. It will be Selic to take the free kick. And it's headed clear. Arasov just keeping it in play, though. And as things stand, Sao Paulo probably not going to get that point they've been looking for, as Jean-Claude Goddam almost got onto the end of that through ball, but Stephen Urkel able to get to it first. Rashford finds Lopta, but now dispossessed. Through ball to Selic. Selic has a shot. Selic's shot is off target. Lopta. Back to Chicken. Chicken dribbling into the box, but cleared by Lever. Yore now. Cross in. Headed in by, I believe that was Arasov, but over the bar. Long ball headed down by Reykjavik. Sao Paulo trying to advance, but having no luck so far. Lever back to Lexington. Lexington now with a long ball, but nobody home. Ramirez sending it long. Knocked down for Chicken. Chicken with the cross. Meets a couple of red and black shirts. Ramirez. Lopta to Chicken. Chicken with space. Chicken with the goal. Well, will VAR overturn this? No, it will not. The goal stands. Furious Chicken with a great run to get in position here. Lopta passes to Chicken. And it is 5-0 to Reykjavik United before halftime. You see there, Furious Chicken just onside. Couldn't have timed that run any better. Perhaps one last chance for Reykjavik before halftime. Andrews crosses to Hola Diver, and that is 6. Count them, 6 goals for Reykjavik United, and it hasn't even hit halftime yet. Ladiver with a beautiful inch-perfect finish there at the near post. And at long last, we have reached halftime here in Iceland. It has been, simply put, an onslaught from Reykjavik United here. Uniao Sao Paulo have had one or two possible chances, but seem completely unable to cope with this sort of performance out of Reykjavik. Well, it seems even more unlikely now that Sao Paulo will get their first point of the season here. This was always going to be a very difficult ask, but the sheer magnitude of this performance by Reykjavik truly defies description. Here is Andrews, weaving through the defense and sending it over the bar. Andrews with the corner. Scarpetta to Arisov, back to Andrews, and Lopta! Well, Lopta was onside, and that is number 7 for Reykjavik. Lopta finding the perfect moment to burst forward and take the pass from Andrews. And for the 7th time today, Stephen Urkel having to pick the ball out of his own net. And now here they come again. Rashford finds Andrews. Rashford again. Shoots from range. Miko Rashford. Well, straight from the kickoff, they've got another one. Goodness me. Miko Rashford absolutely let loose from the edge of the arc outside the box. Less than a minute from their previous goal. My goodness, what a match this has been for Reykjavik. And it's not done yet, as there is Andrews getting the corner out of Lexington. Chicken now. With the corner. Scarpetta heads it over the bar. The long ball finds its way to Reykjavik once again. Lopta dribbling through. Here's Arisov in a lot of space. And Urkel with the save. Chicken's corner. Headed clear by Mayhem. Chicken still with the ball. Back to Arisov. Tried to kick it into the middle, but was repelled this time. Ramirez now. And that shot never really stood a chance. Lopta with a dangerous free kick here, but it's right into the wall. And Rashford with another long shot, forcing another corner kick. We're just under 60 minutes played, and there's really no other word for it but domination by Reykjavik as Chicken ruled offside there. It's very rare you see scores this lopsided in the major division, but here is goddamn. And Ramirez puts that one over the bar. As I say, it's rare to see scores this lopsided in the major division, but Reykjavik certainly proving good value for these 8 goals and even pushing for more. That through ball cut out, but here is Andrews coming forward again. Andrews squares it, and Urkel able to prevent that one from going in. We're having a look at the goal line technology. Didn't fully cross the line. and so it will not count. Good thinking from Urkel to keep it from going over. Loftus pass cut out. Sao Paulo looking to fashion something from this. Dispossessed by Andrews. Arasov now. Forward to Andrews. Will be looking to square it, and does. Here's Rashford. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez sends it over once again. Urkel's long ball finds its way to Ramirez. Long curving pass for Lopta. Back to Chicken. Now Ramirez. Arasov. Arasov squares, and it finds its way to Jean-Claude Goddamn. They are having a look at it. And it will stand. That is 9-0 for Reykjavik United. Arasov, under pressure, got it to the end line. Looked like it took a touch off of Andrews, but it found its way to JCGD. And Reykjavik with 9 goals on the match. Andrews with the corner. That was almost 10. Scarpetta's header just held out by Urkel. Andrews is cross-blocked by Mayhem. Second time. Finds its way to Lopta. Chicken. Ramirez. Back to Chicken. Chicken dribbling in, and it's just barely kept out. Goddamn getting onto it. And Yore's shot. Well over. Well, don't ask me how that ball didn't go in for goal number 10. I could not tell you. 15 minutes to play. I'm sure Sao Paulo are watching that clock, eagerly waiting for it to hit 0. In the meantime, here's Arasov. Ramirez, once again firing off target. Lever, sending it back to the keeper, who sends it long. The rain has begun to fall here in Reykjavik. It was Ramirez coming forward, finds Chicken. Chicken squares it to Goddamn, but Urkel there with the save. Less than 10 minutes to play. "20 shots on target for Reykjavik United. Potentially another one here from the corner by Andrews. Ball comes in, and it's headed wide by Furious Chicken. Mayhem to Lexington. Lund now coming forward, but Andrews much faster, able to get to it. Here's Rashford. Here's Chicken. Chicken in space. Urkel getting down to stop it. Two minutes of added time once we hit 90. Brisky sending in the long ball, but Brickwall Jr. called into action. Certainly a rare event today. the Sao Paulo haven't really been able to threaten. They were doing so just for a moment, but it's headed out. And Reykjavik once again taking possession. Here's Arasov, and the shot deflected behind for yet another corner kick. They have 2 minutes to see if they can hit 10. I'm sure that's on their minds. Andrews. And Andrews is offside. Well, to be honest, I don't really have a witty catchphrase for this. It's just been sheer domination by Reykjavik United. It is 9-0. Do not adjust your screens. That is the correct scoreline. Arasov, the player of the match, with 2 goals. A brace also from Zizou Lopta. And matches like these do wonders for goal difference as well, should that come into effect later in the season. Steven Urkel, the best performer on this Sao Paulo team today, although considering he conceded 9 goals, I'm sure they find that cold comfort. Sao Paulo still looking for their first point of the season, only 3 matches left in which to find it. And that will conclude our matches for today. Before we wrap up, let's take one more look at the standings and today's results. Going into the final 3 match days, the SSL Major League title division race is very much heating up. Even as SFV extending their lead to other contenders, still managing to remain within touching distance, although we did say goodbye to one potential title challenger, the holders, AC Romana, who seem very unlikely to mount a title challenge at this stage. So let's take one final look at the table. SFV still unbeaten on the season, 8 wins, 3 draws, 27 points, 4 points ahead of Reykjavik United. And of course, the results: Romana falling 1-0 to SFV, Tokyo winning 2-0 over Catalunya, move within striking distance 4th, Buenos Aires with a victory over Hollywood to keep their challenge alive 3-2, and of course, Reykjavik with an absolute dismantling of Sao Paulo, 9-0. Well, that will do it for me. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today here for season 15, match day 11 in the SSL Major Division. It's going to be a very interesting final few matches, and I, for one, cannot wait to see how everything shakes out. Until next time, this has been Metafiction. Take care.